Dose by Mr. Kabongo from the Congo. All right, so in video dose, what are we doing? We are going to work on compound growth. Different term, growth. The previous term was decay. Now you're going to work on growth. All right, so let's get to work. So the general growth form is like this. This is general. That's the equation for general, the AB raised to the X. Now, you and I will be working on compound growth. That's the formula we're going to use right here. We're going to pay attention in this formula because we're going to use that today like correct. Okay. Now, this one right here, we might use it just a little bit, but we'll be all right. We're going to use it. Let's move on. Number one. So when you read the problem, this is what I'm gonna have to help y'all. So number one, when you read, you have to identify, they're talking about a compound growth or just a compound, or they're talking about continuously compounded. What are they talking about? Well, my friend, it says you deposit 3,500 in an account that pays 5% annually, annually interest compounded continuously. Right here. That tells us use this formula. So let me write this formula. That formula states P, which stands for principal, ERT. Now, key things you need to know. P stands for principal. Principal is the amount you started with. Okay. R stands for rate, and rate must be in decimal at all time, which means you're going to have to divide by 100. So let's put that into work. So we started, principal is your initial fee. Initial. Same thing as your A value. So that started with the 3,500, which stands for your A value or your P value. So 3,500. You keep the E the way it is because that comes from the formula. On top, this 5%, you must change it in decimal. So all you have to do is 5 divided by 100 equal to 0.05. And your time is the 5 years. Okay? So we're going to put this whole thing in decimals to get the answer. All right, so in decimals, we're going to put 35. You're going to type in the letter E. Then you're going to raise to get it as an exponent. You're going to put your, I don't know how you want to do this, 0.05. Oh, what happened here? Something. Open the parentheses, put the 5, close that. The answer is that, 4494. Let's go put the answer. 4494.08. Am I right? Yeah, we're good. That's how much money this person end up with after 5 years. All right, let's do number 2. Like I said earlier, you must look for those keyword like compounded what. So this one right here, it says right here, compounding annually. So it didn't say continuously, so it's referring to this right here. So we have to write that. So A equals B, open 1 plus R at the top over N, close, and then here goes NT. All right, we got this. The P is always for the beginning amount. The beginning is the 35. Whoa, what happened there? So it's the 3,500. All right, 1 plus I'm running out of room. I'm going to move my work on the other side, right here. So we started with the 3,500. Open the parentheses. 1 plus. Remember, the rate must always be in decimal. So if the rate is 5%, that only means 5 divided by 100, which equal to 0.05. All right. Over n. N stands for the given time in years. No, the given time. So I would explain that once we dig in number 3, make more sense. But the given time here, it says 5 years. So you put your 5 there. Close. So, and it's given to 5. So I didn't really have to use the n here. I didn't have to use that much because it's just 5 years. All right, let's put this in our decimals calculator to get the final answer. Okay, so here we go. 35, open the parentheses, 1 plus 0.05 divided by 5, close the parentheses, raise it to single. The answer is 3678. 36. Nah, that doesn't. It's 38. It's not 36. It's the song. It's 3678. I should probably come up with a new song. 3617. See, that would be good. And I bet you Drake's gonna steal that. Wait, it's not Drake's song. Anyway, why am I talking about that? I don't know. But that covers number 2. Let's move to number 3. All right, with number 3, and remember, people, we have to figure out what is it talking about. We're looking for the word continuously compounded or just compounded. In this case, when you kind of scan through it real fast, I see the word compounded right here. So that tells you you're using the middle formula. Do you have to memorize this formula? No. All right. I wrote them down. Now, let me move this stuff down this way. There you go. We have plenty of work to work on. Plenty of space. All right. We're going to do this 3 work. All right. So they want to do it first. They want to do quarterly. 2, they want to do monthly. 3, they want to do, and then 3rd, they want to do daily. So quarterly, remember we started with 3,500. That has not changed. I'm going to use a formula. I'm going to put my 1 from the formula plus, remember the 5% that's here in decimal is still going to be 0.05. Not quarterly. In a year, you should have, if you say quarterly, you put a 4 right there. Right? 4. And then you put your 4 for the N, but for T is given right here in 5 years. You put 5. All right. So we are going to put this entire thing in decimals. But I'm going to do that in a second. Let's move on to monthly because I'm in the row. I don't want to lose you. So we're going to stick to this. We got this. Let's use a different color. So we started with 35 still. 1 plus. The rate has not changed. 5% is 0.05. Now monthly, in a year, we have 12 months. So you put 12 here, but you also have to put the 12 right there with the year, which is 5. And put the whole thing in decimals. All right, let's continue. We're killing it. Same thing. We started with the 3,500. 1 plus The rate has not changed. But for daily we have what? How many days we have in a year? 365. 365. You also put 365 right there, but you tells about the time, which is 5. You also put that in decimals. But I'm not gonna put that on that. I mean, you put that on decimals, but you get the idea because I don't want to make this video too long. So whatever answer you get, but this is how you would do it. All right. So the most important thing was knowing how to read, scan through it, find out is it continuously or is it compounded, and so on. And then find the appropriate formula. Then you're good to go.